Hi everyone. I need you to grab your Progress English Language Arts Workbook, and then I need you to turn to page 62. We are going to start the text about Earth's layers and plates. The genre is scientific journal article. Now, this means that it's an article in a scientific magazine. Scientific journal articles focus on topics in science and how scientists study these ideas. What we're going to practice is finding the main idea. Remember, that's what the selection is mostly about. All right, so paragraph 1, please follow along. Earth's surface is made of land masses that seem like parts of what was once a whole. Now, a landmass is a large area of land or a continent. And of course, we live in the continent of North America. If you look closely at the continents on a map, it is easy to imagine how these land masses once fit together like pieces of a giant jigsaw puzzle. However, these pieces, called plates, are not stable or steady. They constantly move and collide. Their movements can create disturbances in Earth's surface. The movement of the plates is the basis of an important field of study known as plate tectonics. Now, if I were to look for the main idea in the first paragraph, I would say, okay, this is going to be about Earth's layers and plates. They showed me pictures of land masses. Words that I keep hearing are land masses and plates. If I read the first sentence, it says, Earth's surface is made of land masses that seem like parts of what was once a whole. The last sentence says, the movement of the plates is the basis of an important field of study known as plate tectonics. So, I think that the main idea is best stated in the last paragraph, or the last sentence in the paragraph. The movement of the plates is the basis of an important field of study known as plate tectonics, because that talks about the plates that we found in the title, and I see plates that are used quite often in the paragraph. All right, paragraph 2, inside the Earth. Earth's surface is only one layer of our planet. If you could travel deep under the surface, you would find that Earth is made up of 4 separate layers. The outer layer is called the crust. This is the only layer that supports life. The crust is composed of rock called silicate. I'm going to make a connection to science. We have been learning about crayfish, and we know that they're called crustaceans, and that's because their outer shell is hard. And here, our outer layer is called the crust. Paragraph 3. The layer below the crust is called the mantle. Now, the mantle is the layer of earth that lies just below the surface or just below the crust. The mantle is made of the same kind of rock as the crust. However, the mantle is much thicker. As plates move on the crust and upper mantle, changes in the position of the continents occur. Now, the author was nice enough to give us a picture, and here we can see the earth, and they're showing us the crust, the outer layer, and then the mantle, the one that's right underneath the crust. And I can see that the outer core is underneath the mantle, and then inside is the inner core. This makes it a lot easier for me to understand. Page 63. Paragraph 4. The next layer below the mantle is the outer core. The outer core is made of liquid metals. The most common metals in the outer core are melted nickel and iron. Directly underneath the outer core is the inner core. The inner core is also made of nickel and iron. Unlike the outer core, however, the inner core is solid. Its temperature is hotter than the surface of the sun. Ouch! The heat from the inner and outer core causes parts of the mantle to melt. Molten rock comes up through the mantle and the crust. This action recreates shifting in Earth's plates. Paragraph 7, continental drift. Believe it or not, the longest mountain range in the world is underwater. The global mid-ocean ridge is located deep on the ocean floor. It combines all of the underwater ridges in the world. In other words, the mid-ocean ridge reaches into all of the world's oceans. The global mid-ocean ridge is important for understanding plate tectonics. So let's look in paragraph 7, the one that we just read, and let's see if we can find the main idea of that paragraph. So read the first sentence, read the last sentence, look for words or ideas that are used a lot. Mid-ocean ridge, mid-ocean ridge. Oh, it's got to have something with the mid-ocean ridge. I think that it's this last sentence. The global mid-ocean ridge is important for understanding plate tectonics. That's what this paragraph is mostly about. When you come back to school next week, we'll continue our reading about Earth's layers and plates. But for today, that's all you have to do for your reading.